Hello friends, it is Mrs. P. I am here to do my cash stuffing, which is a little bit early. I am filming this on Tuesday, but I have the cash. I went ahead and got it so that I could get this filmed and uploaded for tomorrow because I have a meeting after school tomorrow. Usually the meetings, it's a school improvement meeting. We have them once a month. They usually last till around 5:30. Get home, I'm going to be super tired. Thank goodness I have leftover chili out of the freezer that is ready for dinner tomorrow night. I'm even thinking about making the cornbread tonight for tomorrow. It won't be as fresh, and you know, I love fresh out of the oven cornbread, but it might be worth it to have it already done and ready. If you hear the pitter-patter of little feet, they're not little feet, they're big feet, and we call them Grinch feet. Millie is pacing the floor behind me. She's got a new toy. When we were doing our clean out this weekend, I found a, what are those called? Beanie Babies. And so it's a little black cat, and she has carried that thing around for 2 days. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's do my change first. Do my change. And then I will unstuff any ones I have and grocery money. So my change jar is looking good. I'm hoping to get this full by the time Christmas gets closer. Even if it's not full, I might go ahead and change it out for cash. I'm going to give all the money to my daughter. That way she can spend on her friends and it will not cost us anything. We'll have the money already saved. All right, so change is done. Now, I keep yawning. Oh, I keep yawning, guys. I am, like, I wasn't even tired until I sat down to do this video. All right, so let's go ahead and unstuff my groceries. So we had $43 left. I'm keeping the $40 to put back into the Sam's envelope because I did actually spend $40 at, not at Sam's, it's on grocery stock up. I spent $40 on ground beef, and I do not have any J or D bucks. When's I getting caught? Okay. I have a couple dollars in Millie and Kiki's envelope. I keep yawning, and like I'm gonna have to edit this video so many times. Oh my goodness! I guess my brain needs some oxygen. All right, $3 here. There's a D-buck. All right, in household, I know I have some ones. I get ones from purchasing the coffee. Sometimes I get coffee, sometimes I get hot chocolate, and sometimes I get hot tea from our little student baristas at school. Our special education program uses the Fridays. It's called the Screamin' Beans Cafe, and they use that as a fundraiser for their classroom. And so they deliver us coffees or whatever we've ordered. And a coworker of mine, she never has cash, so I'm always buying hers. Anyway, I have a J-buck, and that's it. So I have one D and one J so far. And oh yeah, here I've got more ones in here from eating out. Oh, guys, I keep yawning. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. $7 in this one. And there's a D. And I thought I saw a J. Did I miss any? Okay. So I think that's all my ones. I don't take ones out of anything else. Like, I never have ones for gas. I always just, like, say I get gas and it's, I don't know, $37. I'll take out 40 and put in the account and not deal with ones for that. Sporting events, I always save those, but we don't have any. Guys, I'm going to pause. I'm going to go get me a cup of hot tea, and I will be back. Maybe that will help, like, rejuvenate my brain, because I'm not going to get through this video yawning like every other envelope. Okay. I'm back. I've got me some tea. I've got this coffee mug that I got at Dollywood. It says, Jolene, you can have him. Love that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have unstuffed everything. Let's see how many ones I ended up that's going to go into the mini Mondays. Because this feels like a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 ones. That is awesome. And then I still had 4 J&D bucks. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got my money from the bank here. We've got my 2 prop bills, $200 there. My 20s that I'm not going to count. My 10s. My 5s. And my 1s. Okay. So we are ready to go. So groceries gets us $150. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 40, 50. Okay. And I have money in holiday for Thanksgiving. I will also use some of the grocery money for Thanksgiving if I need to. We've got a pretty hefty menu this year because my son is coming in and he volunteered to do the turkey and the ham, which of course I'm going to purchase. So usually I don't buy the turkey and the ham. I'll buy one or the other, and my mom gets the other one. But this year it's all on us, which is fine by me because I love to contribute. I feel like I never do enough, so I'm happy about buying that. So between the grocery money, which I will have to spend a little bit extra anyway this week to get some more specialty items. My son and his fiance will be here Wednesday. She is has a lot of food allergies, which nuts is like a common thing for our family anyway because my nephew is highly allergic to nuts, but she also has a dairy allergy. And so like the thing about dairy-free items, she also has a pea allergy. And I have found that a lot of things that are plant-based or dairy-free has something called a pea protein to thicken it, and she can't have peas. Like she's highly allergic to peas. So it's very tricky to find things. So there's only certain things, and in our small town, we're even more limited. So I have a feeling we'll spend a little extra on groceries just to getting things that she can have. So anyway, just long story to explain that. All right, Millie and Kiki, they have $15. They're getting 20. So now they have 35. I just got an order from Chewy, so they should be pretty good. But you know, there are like fur babies, so we like to spoil them. Household has 20. I'm putting in another 20. We are still good on everything. I'm not buying as much toilet paper because we are now back to school, which this is November. We've been back to school for a while, but it's amazing how much toilet paper you save when you're also using the bathroom at work. Mr. P gets 30, and that is a 20 and a 10. Oh, Mr. P and his blow money. I get 50. And that is going to be 20, 40, and a 10. And so now I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 35. I have a coworker who is getting ready to have surgery. His surgery is scheduled for Friday, so we are going to go in as a team and get him a gift card. So I'll use my blow money for that. Miss P, she gets 15. And she didn't get to go anywhere this weekend, so she did not spend any money. 10, 25, 30. Yeah. And she needs to save that up anyway. Eating out gets 25, and we have 25, so 20 and a 5. So now we have 50. And then gas is our last, no, it's not our last category. Gas gets 70, 20, 40, 60, and 70. And gas has got 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 75. Wow, 175. But we will be using extra gas going to the airport to pick up my son and then taking him back. Sporting events gets 40. And our football team won the second round of playoffs. So we are moving on to third round, but because of the way we ended up in our like conference and everything, we are playing at home. So I was adding extra money to this because of the travel expense that I thought we would have, like we did last year. But so far, we haven't had to travel. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, which is okay because after football season, we will still be going to some basketball games just for support. And then soccer season starts. So, you know, we do travel a lot in soccer. And that is all in my wallet. Okay, now to our sinking funds. So we start with hair and nails, which is just basically beauty. So 25 goes in there. So now I'm up to 50. I did use all of the money on my daughter and my hair, but she doesn't get hers done but like every 6 months. I do go every 6 weeks. All right, medications is going to get 80. Okay, so that's 20, 40, 60, 80 because we are spending a lot on prescriptions. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 45, 145. And I have an appointment. It is an out-of-town appointment with an endocrinologist. I went last week and I had already had an appointment with an endocrinologist, but they couldn't see me till March. So when I went to the doctor last week, he said, let me make some phone calls, and he did and worked a miracle, and I will go December 10th or 11th, sometime around in there. So hopefully I can figure out what's going on with my eyes. All right, pool and hot tub is going to get 5. Let me find it. 5, yeah. All right, $5. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 35. So 135 there. Just build that up. I think we're pretty good on chemicals for the hot tub. Pool is closed for the season. All right, garbage pickup. I don't know why I pulled that out. It gets nothing. It only gets stuffed once a month. Yearly subs, though, subscriptions can get 10. And so we have 20, 40, 50, 60, $70 in there. Somebody had asked me, like, what this is for. Yearly subscriptions. There's a few of them that I have. There's a few of them that I've forgotten about. We have Walmart Plus. We also have Sam's Club. But then there's a few small yearly things that we pay for. For example, Amazon storage or something for pictures, things like that. All right, propane is going to get 5. And so propane now has 20, 40, 60, 85, 90. We just filled our propane tank. It is a 100-pound tank because we only use that tank for our gas logs. It lasts us, the gas for the logs lasted all year last year, all winter. But if we have a really cold winter, we'll use more, so I want to keep this funded. Last year we had one really cold spell, but that was it. School supplies is going to get 10. Oh, I do not keep track of this. When I pull money out for school supplies, we have 35 in there now. When I buy something for my classroom or my sister, oh my gosh, where did that even come from? My daughter needs money for lunches at school or pencils or something for school. That's where the money comes from. Or if she has a field trip. She had a field trip the other day. That's where the money went. And I sent her with $30 because it was something with HOSA. They had like a competition, and it was like a couple-hour drive, and so I sent her with some money for that. Vet fund, this is going to be getting 5, and so now it has 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 510, 310. Okay. And car tags is going to get 5 also. So now it has 20, 40, 60, 85, 90. Those are due in the summer, so we have a while to get those built up. Car maintenance. Guess what we bought? We bought tires. $995. That is rounded up for my husband's tires for the truck. So we have $185 left, and I'm going to put $100 in there. And so we will just keep refunding this just to keep, you know, you never know. Oil changes, things like that. All right, home maintenance. We used, why in the world do we have, oh, I did it again. I was like, why in the world did we spend money? We didn't. This always gets like stuck in there. All right, so we have $660. That's what we're supposed to have. I'm adding another 100. I just transfer that straight into the high yield savings account. Oh my goodness, $660. All right, so now it's got $760. Goodness. Okay, so that is all of our sinking funds that we save for. All right, this one is done. Let's get this binder out. This is where I put the money for the leftover grocery money. Let me just see. Holidays is pretty good. I don't even think I've got the tracker updated, because as we finish challenges, the money goes in here. We got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 25, 26, 27, 28, 220, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, yeah, 228. Holy moly. Let me just write that here. 228. And I'm just going to keep like adding to this, because like anything we do like activities wise for Christmas or anything will also come out of this envelope. We always go to the Grove Park Inn to see the gingerbread houses. It is free to get in, and there's only like, there's certain days you can't go. I think Friday and Saturday, unless you are staying at the Grove Park Inn, which is super expensive, and that is not something in our budget. I would love to someday, but that not anytime soon. But traveling there, it's a couple hour drive, and then eating, of course, during the day, and parking. So Sam's Club. So we did spend out of this, so we only have $60 left. But we're adding 40, so we have now $100. That's for just any kind of grocery stock up. We are good on like canned items. We are good on hamburger meat right now, but just whatever comes up. Now we've got our J&D bucks. We have 22. I'm adding 4, so that is 26 now, right? Yeah, 26 in there. And that's just so I can spoil my niece and my nephew. I have more than the 2. A lot of my nephews and my niece, they are adults now, so I don't say for them, but I have a great nephew, and then my brother, he had a late in life baby, and so she will be 2 in January, and she is absolutely adorable. So is my great nephew. They're both just precious. All right, so now we have my binder that I put all my money for my challenges in. If I have done everything right, I don't know. So first we're starting with randomizer. I do have an extra $31 to go into randomizer, and I'm adding 50. So 2 10s. I just got really hot. That tea is warming me up. It did help wake me up though. 2 10s, 5 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just have this feeling that I've done something wrong. So now with the money from the randomizer, we have, it wasn't from the randomizer, it's for the randomizer, but it came from a mini Monday. So 31 plus 50 is $81 that we get to play with, and I'm pretty sure we have an IOU in there. Senior year is going to get a 20 this week. Nothing for vacation. Summer savings gets 100. That's going to be 2 20s, 3 10s, 1, 2, and 3. 5 fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So that's $100 for summer savings. Christmas gets 50. Whoops. 2 tens. 5 fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hoping that our Village Hop holiday, it needs $1. So it needs 1 roll on Thursday to get $25 to add to this, which would be really nice. But we shall see. Let's see here. Who is doing it Thursday? I can't remember who Lisa did it today. Lisa Grateful Me. Who is doing it Thursday? I can't remember. But I'm hoping that 5 gets rolled just 1 time so that we can add $25 to that. Wedding gets 100. That's 2 20s. The last 3 10s. 5 fives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. I am hot. I like a hot flash has come over me. Mini Mondays gets, this should be $40. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yay. Last week I had an extra 5. I can't even remember where I stuck it, but I did stick it in one of the envelopes. YouTube Hop gets 20. This should be 21s. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yay! We did it right. And I just realized I forgot to put that extra $15. It goes into Mini Monday. Alright, so I'm putting that in. So we will have $55 to play with for Mini Monday. That is fantastic. Alright, friends, that is all I have. All my binders are stuffed. We're ready for the week, the last week of November. Thanksgiving will actually fall onto the December budget, so stay tuned. I will be super busy next weekend having the kids in. My youngest son and his girlfriend, I want to call her fiance. She might as well be. They've been together for so long. But they're going to come in not for Thanksgiving, but after Thanksgiving. She has to work. She works in like food service, so she will work the day Thanksgiving, so we'll celebrate with them after. But anyway, I am excited to have all my kids together. We still have a lot of, prep to do this weekend, and we will be busy, so I'm probably going to film all of my challenges early. So stay tuned for that. I should have them uploaded on the correct days, hopefully. And anyway, you guys have a good rest of your week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.